Well, let's just say that once I'm done, I'm basically gonna make it very clear that I'm willing to be on civil terms with them, but it's gonna take 4 years for them to earn my forgiveness after the 4 years of bullshit they put me through. And then they can't lie, they can't fucking twist things. If they want to fucking talk with me in a civil manner, they're gonna have to basically unblock me. Point blank, period. I'm not gonna fucking play that bullshit anymore. Because if they're so miserable alone, and they keep messaging Trevor, basically telling him that they're miserable, it's kind of their own damn fault, not mine. And I think it'd be funny to fucking show them exactly how it feels to be fucking... I mean, I'm not the one who basically said, oh, I'm never going to talk with them again. I wasn't the one who was being...
That to you.
Like a coward. And yet, time and time again, I gave them chance after chance after chance. And I could have just left them to burn. I mean, honestly, do you think it's fair for me to fucking basically go through that hell and then basically expect me to be okay with that? I don't think so. I mean, I'm willing to be civil, but they got a lot to make up for. And then they random blocks me. I just didn't think that I would actually be so stupid as to fucking forgive them for that. When they broke their fucking promise, they broke their fucking vows that they would never leave me. I think it'd be funny to fucking watch them fucking realize that.
Well, guess what? One of the other ponies are called this time. You know, since I'm streaming marequest again. You know, one of the characters is literally called Elegant Mayonnaise.
That's a nice little twist name, honestly.
I just find it funny, honestly.
I mean, if they want to keep their word and actually not block me, that would be nice.
It would be nice for them to not be a total cunt.
Yeah, basically. But will they be an adult and do that? I doubt it. Because like a child, they run away whenever they're caught red-handed in a lie. And they'll run rampant with their lies, thinking that that's gonna it's basically like strawmanning an argument and expecting it to fucking work. Not everybody's a fucking sucker. Sorry, sugar tits, that's not how the world works. Not everybody's gonna be suckered into your bullshit. Because if they were actually mature, or as mature as they claim to be, they'll let go of this worthless grudge. Like real mature pawns don't hold on to useless grudges. Real mature adults don't hold grudges. It isn't fucking healthy. Like, sorry, sugar tits, but sorry to break the news to you, but sugar tits, but reality check. Real adults don't hold grudges. Only children do. I mean, if they wanted to be an adult and prove they were as mature as they claim to be, we could just drop the useless grudge. And maybe, just maybe, with a little time and a little patience, they might be forgiven for their stupidity. Otherwise, they can keep screaming and hollering like little Timmy in a goddamn Call of Duty lobby. Because nobody's gonna fall twice for the same lie. And that's what they need to realize. That's why everyone else who knows me knows I speak the truth. Because I don't bullshit with people. When I have an issue, I speak out about it. And they can't bullshit their way through life. Nobody's gonna believe a bullshitter. No matter how much they may say it's not bullshit, the reality is it's always been bullshit. That's why they're holding a grudge. Because they can't handle the truth. Because I mean, what adult holds a grudge? Unless they're emotionally immature or emotionally unstable and they think that they're going to go with it because they're not going to. Reality check is, sorry sugar tits, but yeah, no.
Apparently they changed marequest, like, since, you know, I don't know if you're actually watching this thing, but they actually added something interesting in it.
Well, it's ElectroKaplosion, what do you expect? They're pretty good about fucking leaving little surprises, little Easter eggs, little changes.
Actually, instead, you know, this time they actually made it to where they actually had it to where instead of just what was happening before the game, they actually have a neat little artwork that goes with your portion for food.
Oh yeah, ElectroKaplosion's had more time to work on it, which is why the animation's there. Obviously. Remember, ElectroKaplosion released it kind of in a hurry.
It's kind of cool, honestly, that they added something new that wasn't there before.
Yeah, it's just to basically add to the story. It's part of the storytelling aspect.
That's honestly pretty cool that they added that in. That at least gives me something new compared to the old version of the game. Since
I remember, ElectroKaplosion is kind of like the single hook behind it, so gotta give ElectroKaplosion credit where credit's due. Even with the old style, it was still something to fucking revel in. Like, genuinely, how can they claim to be such an adult if they're holding a grudge? Like, I genuinely want to know what kind of brain damage they had to have. Because no adult in their right mind is going to hold a fucking grudge over an ex because of something they said. No real adult would basically fucking hold a grudge for something they started. They want to blame me for the fact for being a narcissist when reality check, the narcissist was the one who starts to fight and then tries to blame the other. That's how it always goes. Real narcissists tend to do that, and it's a reality check for them. Because that's how narcissists work. I know, I dated a few. They can't claim to be mature and then basically expect everyone to believe that bullshit when they're basically acting like they did nothing wrong. Because that's not how the world works. As much as they might wish it was the way the world worked, nobody is stupid enough to fall for that. Because that's a form of gaslighting and manipulation of the reality of the situation. You know what I mean? Like, come on. Do you think poems are that stupid that they will believe that kind of bullshit said to their face? I mean, honestly, the level of toxicity that my ex is able to produce is like Chernobyl red flag. I was like, come on. Get over yourself. Get over your fucking ego. And they want to claim to be trans? They're not trans. No trans individual has that much of an ego. Unless they're a transgender. Like a certain other transgender we know. Like, do they think that people are stupid to buy into their bullshit? Like, kids, you gotta try harder than that to fucking basically lie and expect people to take empathy on your sad excuse for a lie. That's why they keep blocking you, because they know that in reality they're in the wrong. If they weren't in the wrong, they wouldn't get mad, now would they?
No, they would.
And they wouldn't be calling the other party narcissists if they weren't the narcissists themselves. So I kind of find it funny that they're being a filthy hypocrite and throwing insults when they promised they would never insult anybody. And they said that they would be more mature. And I mean, being mature means you don't demonize two other people just because of some bullshit that's going on. If they were to actually take responsibility for their actions, maybe they wouldn't be seen as a narcissist. Maybe they would actually have people believe them. I mean, hell, they tricked me twice with the hospital, 3 times with the hospital bed.
And that is what Christmas says. Like, if anything that she told you about her past.
Honestly, I don't know anymore. I can't discern if she's telling the truth or telling lies. Because it's hard to tell. Because real narcissists tend to lie and basically manipulate the truth. And then they pretend to be the victim when they're called out. That imposter's fucking not that smart, because they would realize that. Let's be real. Nobody with 2 functioning brain cells rubbed together is gonna believe their bullshit. No matter how much they say they're the victim, they're not the real victim of the abuse. They want to claim that they're being abused when they were emotionally the one damaging and berating and belittling for every little thing that was done. I mean, honestly, and this is just my perspective, in retrospect, I'd say they were the abuser, not the abusee. And I don't like saying that about somebody. I don't like just telling that side of things about somebody.
You mean calling? And again, I know that you don't call someone a narcissist lightly.
Oh no, I don't call them a narcissist or a filthy hypocrite lightly. That is a very serious thing. You have to be so fucked up in the head to lie to people and expect people to believe them. When they said that I was attacking them, for example, when I wasn't. I don't say that shit just openly. I'm not that careless. Everything I say with caution. Except if I don't like you. Then I might be blunt with you and basically be like, I don't like you. But one of the signs of narcissistic personality disorder, and this is from Google itself, is the inability to take responsibility for their own actions. Which clearly the imposter doesn't understand. Mystic Claus, a Discord user, Mystic Claus, is notoriously bad at fucking taking responsibility for their actions. And being a fucking hypocrite. And I don't say that shit lightly. Not at all. Far from it. And while it might be fun to make them the butt of many jokes,
what do you expect? It's so easy to make a joke out of them because they are the joke.
I mean, their whole life's a fucking joke at this point. I can't even believe they actually had a car accident, honestly, anymore. Because they've lied to me and deceived me so many times, it's hard to believe them when they claim something. Like, their actions, they have no excuse for their actions. No matter how much they'll try to say they have an excuse for their actions, there is no excuse for that kind of behavior. Like, and they banned me from just for basically speaking the truth about how I felt in the situation. About how the grudge was not healthy for them. And they're being stupid and holding onto a grudge. I wouldn't be surprised if they did something stupid and hurt themselves over it. Because they can't see the reality of their actions and they can't see the consequences because they'd rather demonize someone else and make them the villain in their story. And what makes me sad is I actually gave a shit about them. And I'm starting to feel like that was a huge mistake considering how much they gaslit me into fucking basically doing things for them.
In fact,
and I didn't mean gaslighting.
In fact, I wonder how much money did they literally scam you out of with you helping them get stuff?
Well, let's see, in-gold currency, if we're talking about in-game gold, let's see, I spent about almost, I would say, well, and yes, they sent me gifts, and I agreed to pay them back. And here's the thing, right, I did technically agree to pay them back. But I'm not gonna lie, I spent at least $500,000 on their ass. At most, maybe $1,000.
And they treat you like literal dog shit. When you are... I bet you helped them get a lot of smoke.
Hell, one time they didn't have enough money for smokes and I had enough cash on my fucking PayPal. Cause I transferred some money to my PayPal. After I basically got made a deal with a friend. And I even convinced one of my ex's ex-lovers to help out, and she took probably, I would say, over $1,000 from this girl. And wants to call me narcissistic? I'm sorry, what? Where does it say narcissists give out money openly? Where does it say narcissists will make a deal to pay them back, because narcissists will not pay people back? Nor will they block over something stupid. I mean, the real narcissist is stupid as hell, and they'll block over a stupid grudge that they can't let go of. Genuinely stupid. Like, I'm talking like the level of stupid that basically it's like, oh, what's his face isn't perception of fucking victimhood. Like, the victimhood narrative is ridiculous with that one. And yet, time and time again, I continue to forgive them for all their transgressions. I mean, genuinely, I fucking spent so much time making the time of day for them, and they still belittled and berated me and expected me to be okay with that. Like, no. That's narcissistic behavior right there. I'm sorry, but that's a red flag behavior. That is not something to fucking be proud of. Then to fucking rub their current quote-unquote relationship in my face, also a sign of narcissistic personality disorder. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? You don't do that to someone you call an ex-lover. Even if you absolutely hate their guts, you don't do that shit. And I do mean legitimately, you don't do that shit. Like, what's wrong with them? They do understand that things can have a that there is such thing as a complicated nature in a relationship. And the most complicated thing about it is, they're still not mature enough to admit they were in the wrong for holding that grudge.
Yet they are in their 30s.
They're 39, almost 40. Almost fucking 40. And they want to claim to be mature? Mature people do not hold grudges. Those who are emotionally and intellectually immature will hold grudges. Those who are, it's like, come on. And I've given proof of this shit. It's like drinking poison and expecting someone else to get sick. And like that therapist says that, and I pulled up the research. Like, the intellectually immature always hold grudges. And they want to claim they're an adult? Excuse me? Where does it say in an adulting handbook, holding grudges is a good idea?
I know, right? Seriously?
I mean, if we were in an adulting handbook right now...
Seriously? Yeah, no, not dealing with that. What's the reason why, for some reason, I literally have to deal with shadow horses twice a week, or whatever reason?
But I mean, honestly, how mature do you have to be to basically acknowledge, yes, holding a grudge is toxic? Because it's damaging not only to the health of the grudge holder, it's damaging to the one having the grudge held against them. It's a psychological continuous stream of damage, and this dumbass this imposter basically cannot even like adult properly. They freak out over little shit. They've lost their temper over the littlest shit. And say that I'm a narcissist? Since fucking when? Like, legitimately, I'm asking a question. When does it become narcissistic to give a damn so much that you actually mirror their behavior because you know that behavior is unhealthy for them? How is that narcissistic? Seriously.
It isn't.
And yet, they want to pretend to be the victim. Which is more narcissistic? Pretending to be the victim? Why are they so fucking miserable? Like, legitimately miserable.
It's because of, obviously, they don't know how to admit when they are wrong.
I mean, okay, yeah, I've made some mistakes. Sure. But I didn't berate or belittle them like they berated and belittled me. It made me feel like absolute fucking walking garbage. You want to talk about maturity? You should look at how they fucking act towards everybody. No wonder people are fucking not on call with their asses. Like, excuse me.
They literally turn people against us too with their lying ass.
And they tried to get me to go against you and Trevor, and basically, you know, that shit just didn't fly. Like I wasn't gonna.
I mean, like for instance, I don't know what they even said to Tino to make them hate me.
They lied, they twisted the truth, that's what they do. That's what a fake adult will do. Because that's what they do. They lie and then pretend like they're innocent. And when you catch them red-handed in a lie, then all of a sudden they start berating and belittling you. Like they did to me. On many occasions. All because I didn't agree with them on certain actions. Or I tell them to take a break, and they're like, oh no, you're going to be controlling and say blah blah blah, stay on call. No, I had never pushed them to stay on call. They did that to themselves. Reality check, they did that to themselves. I could not fool it when they were, okay, let's go, if we want to go even deeper down the wormhole, deeper down the rabbit hole, I'm going to reveal some other truths about them. They insisted on being able to sleep with their fucking best friend from high school. Which, by the way, I was more than okay with because, let's see. I actually was trying to show them I give a damn. I let them do things that made them happy. And they want to call me a narcissist? Excuse me? Where is that narcissistic? They insisted that I would not be able to control them and let them do whatever the hell they wanted to do. So when I told them, they were like, oh, I'm going to go have time with my family. Okay, cool. Do it. Right? That's how I pretty much handled it. And they want to say I'm a narcissist? I didn't tell them to completely fucking stop talking with their family. I didn't put a gun to their fucking head and make them fucking stop talking to people. I let them go out and fucking have fun. I didn't tell them, okay, well, you can't do this and you can't do that. But they bitched about every little thing I did, from when I was sitting in the front room to when I was sitting in the fucking watching TV. I could sit and watch TV for like 5 minutes and fucking they'd be bitching, oh, the TV's too loud, blah, 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 blah. Well, it's not my fault that the TV's loud. That's how Dad likes it. And then basically twisting the truth and expecting people to believe them when everyone could just ask me what really happened and then get the full story, the full fucking unfiltered story. I am not afraid to fucking tell the truth. And you wanna know why I'm not afraid to tell the truth? Because I'm like, dang, I didn't have my head so far up my ass that I had to be surgically removed. But it's like, excuse me for calling, and they call me a narcissist? It's like, excuse me? The fuck is wrong with you? You bitch about every little thing I did, and then expecting me to fucking just sit there and take it like a little lapdog. La-dee-da, they could run their fucking mouth all day long and run shit and talk shit. And they want to call me the narcissist? And they want to call Sophia a narcissist? Excuse me?
When honestly a narcissist is unwilling to drop a line. Yet I have gave her a million chances. A million for killing her ass over and over again. Yet she calls me a narcissist.
And you exclude us?
A narcissist would not be willing to admit when she's wrong.
Precisely.
Hey, technically, Chrysalis is the one who attacked me.
The fake Chrysalis. The fake Chrysalis.
Is the one
AKA Mystic Paws.
They are the one who attacked me when I was just basically
Passing a message along.
a message to them. Yet they want to call me the bad guy here.
It's like, excuse me? Someone's got their head so far up their ass it needs to be surgically removed. Just saying. And we ain't even getting into the dirt. I didn't even spill the tea on some of the weird shit they've said and wanted to do.
So they actually wanted you to block both me and Trevor.
Yeah, and when I told them that I made a promise to Trevor that I wasn't going to do it, they got all upset about it. I'm like, well, it's just tough fucking cookies.
Honestly, it's about time that you develop some backbone towards Christmas to tell
The imposter? Yeah, the imposter. Yeah, I can't fucking believe I put up with that shit. Like, 4 years of that continuously. Imagine how fucking much hell that was on my mentality. She destroyed me emotionally and mentally repeatedly. And then told me to fucking kill myself.
So basically pulling a honey bubble.
Oh, she did more than pull a honey bubble. She pulled a full-on fucking Ryu 2.0. And then rubbing her new relationship in my face, like, excuse me, we made a deal. I asked for a solid to not do that, because I knew that it was a manipulation tactic. The fucking loser does it anyways. Then lies to my face saying that they didn't have a nightmare about me, when I've seen a screenshot where they did say they had a nightmare about me. So quit the fuck, you need to quit the fucking lying. And if I tell you all the dirt on this fucking imposter mystic clause, I can give you their fucking username and everything. And if people want to go on there in Discord and fucking just absolutely trash the shit out of her, that would be fucking fantastic until she basically submits and basically admits she was in the wrong. So either fucking leave the internet and fucking admit she was in the wrong. And honestly, I'm not a narcissist. I'm just fucking sick of their shit. I'm genuinely sick of their shit. Like, they think that they're gonna be able to play the victim all fucking day long. Like, how is that acceptable? Like, excuse me, but, no. Yeah, no. So if you guys want to know the tea on what the fucking she said to me about, zoophilic behaviors, I can basically tell you, there are things that they've said.
I say actually spill the beans to my entire, to my entire YouTube audience.
They want to know? Do they really want to know? Because this tea is so fucking, so this is some spicy tea.
Sure. I say reveal it to everyone, that way they can tell how big of a dumbass Chrysalis is. Or rather,
With fake Chrysalis?
Yeah.
That's not using mystic underscore clause. Yeah, fucking idiot thinks that they're clever. So, this fucker, my ex, said they wanted to fuck an actual female horse. Not even fucking joking. Like, ew? Like, fucking ew. Okay? I'm disgusted. I played okay with it, I pretended to be okay with it, but in my mind I was like, oh my god, this child is fucked up. Honest to fucking god, I had to actually have them repeat it. But they legit said this, and it's like, wow. Wow, so you're gonna be a zoophile. Good to know, good to know. I'm never gonna fucking trust them around animals again.
In fact, I wonder, once you get a chance, I want you to let Rainbow Brony know about that.
Oh, I will tell him. I'll tell the tea. I'll spill the tea. I told you guys, there was some nasty shit going on. And then, okay, they dated this person named RM. And poor Tino is being manipulated by them, doesn't realize it. Because if they were really mature, they would drop the grudge, they would admit that they were in the wrong, and a lot of the shit that they said was fucked up. But they won't say that. They won't say that, because you know why they won't say that?
Why?
They'll start blocking people and running away, because that's what the fuck they do. Because that's what cowards do. That's what hypocrites do. Because that's what my ex Ryu did. They're basically as bad as Ryu and Ross, only like 1,000 times worse. But like the zoophilia shit just kind of made me like, no, I'm not going to trust you around my horses if we're together and I happen to have a few female horses around. Because God forbid I want to actually start breeding race horses.
In fact, do you have a way to prove that Chrysalis is, or rather the imposter, is a they're a fucking furry, for fuck's sake. And most furries, especially the ones that are basically like them, because they're using a snow leopard profile picture. And they'll probably try to change it, and when they do, I'll let you know. I will update immediately. But like for real, like legitimately for real, there's nothing more insulting
than being told by someone who's basically like, oh, I'll give up being trans if you leave me. Like, literally, that's what they said.
Wow.
Because they got so upset with me that if I left them, they would give up being trans, and now they're probably fucking not realizing all this shit that they've been pulling. And then okay, get this. Another thing that they've said. It's okay for children to have genital mutilation. And someone who's legitimately trans? That's disgusting. It's like pro-pedophile shit right there. To accept child genital mutilation. That's some like pro-pedo shit.
Wow.
And not only that, they support Justin Trudeau, a fascist pig. The son of a communist fascist pig. Might I add. What the fuck's his name? The one from Cuba. I can't remember when it was. Forget About It was made fun of. If you ever watch the show Forget About It, you'll understand what I'm talking about. There's an episode where Jimmy Falcone goes to Cuba. Fidel Castro. Son of Fidel Castro. That's who it was.
Wow.
And knowing that and supporting Trudeau, knowing for a fact that they honored a fucking Nazi? Ew.
So basically, Chrysalis is a Nazi supporter.
Apparently so, because when I told them about it, they're like, oh, Trudeau didn't really do that. And then when I pulled up the video, they removed it immediately. Saying they were anti-Nazi, why would they remove a video that revealed the truth? Honestly.
So basically, Chrysalis actually, or rather the fake, actually supports Hitler, basically.
I mean, they don't like the name Hitler, but ironically, they're acting like they don't. I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know what's wrong with them. I know that they had a car accident in 2010, and a lot of the shit that they did was fucked up, but still. The fact that she was okay with her country honoring a Nazi and basically removed anything related to that, was just like, what the fuck? That was a what the actual fuck moment, and an eyes wide open moment for me.
Sorry.
And I basically...
What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. I mean, Canada tried to honor a Nazi, and it was a huge embarrassment for Canada. Just because they were fighting on the other side of Ukraine. Way back in the day.
And that's basically how Chrysalis is. They are a Nazi supporter who's into zoophilia.
And the only way that I'll even consider, not dropping the rest of the tea, is if they act like an adult and unblock me. So if you guys want to go after that fucking sociopath, you have my fucking permission. Like, give them hell. Make them rue the day they were born. And they like Fidel Castro. And that bastard is a complete asshole, and everybody knows it. And that should have been a red flag there. Like, for real. Because they really want to fucking go and say that I'm the bad guy? Nah, lads and lasses. The real bad guy is always the one who fucking supports a Nazi. Like, legit, I am not fucking with you. The shit that they pulled is so disgusting, it's not funny. Temple of the Brotherhood. I guess it. Sorry, I'm looking at something. That's another server that I'm being added to. Don't worry, it's not a big deal. Like, I am legit disgusted by some of the things they said.
And basically, they brought the fact that it's being brought to light. You know,
Because they act stupid and hold a grudge. Like, it's their own stupid fault. I'm not gonna fucking just sit here and play bullshit with them no more. That's why I was initially trying to be supportive of them, because I thought maybe I could change their path. I made a huge mistake. And I'll confess it was a huge mistake dating that fucking thing. And I just said it, thing. And the only way I'll ever take that back is if they unblock me and hold to their vows. That they would have never loved me and that they would have never fucking betrayed me like they did. Because what they did was basically an act of betrayal. And I ain't even done yet. Okay? I made them promise to never block me because it hurt me multiple times. Understandably, they agreed. They said, I understand your perspective. What I did was wrong. I shouldn't have blocked you. I agree. I shouldn't block you anymore. Well, they did it again. And again. And again. And again. And again. And again. I mean, I'm slightly retarded as shit, but damn. I'm not that retarded. I don't break my damn promises. And I promise full loyalty to people who fucking support me. You know? And I give people shout-outs if anybody wants to get a shout-out on my channel on YouTube when I get on YouTube and decide to go live. You know, I might give you a shout-out, and if you need my PayPal or whatever to donate to me or whatever, because I want to make back the money I spent on that fucking loser. They're basically just going to blow the money stupidly. But, I mean, you don't have to donate, it's an option. But I always do give out shoutouts for just on the house. Because, you know, I want my fans to basically feel engaged. But, like, legitimately, it's disgusting what they did. Like, the level of hypocrisy is disgusting. And, get this, they're like Pedo Pete. If you don't know who Pedo Pete is, that's Joseph Robinhood Biden. Because they think that Trump's an evil asshole, but, let me see. Who went to Epstein's Island and fucked children?
Look at my backpack.
Hold on. Sorry, I just... fucking hell, I forgot to get the backpack. Should have muted when I heard the door open. And don't mind that background, it was just my sister. Fucking hell, I just got my boots off. Anyways, long story short, yeah, there's a lot of fuck things they said. And then they expect to fucking... I have them make promises to agree, you know, for the sake of fucking, you know, not being a filthy hypocrite. And what do? They turn around and be a filthy fucking hypocrite. And nobody likes a filthy fucking hypocrite. Ask anybody with 2 brain cells to rub together and they'll tell you basically, nah, hypocrisy is bad. Hypocrisy's bad, okay?
I get what you did there.
Did you get the joke? Yeah. For those of you who don't know that, who don't get the reference, look at Mr. Garrison when they say something is bad, okay, and then you'll fucking understand. But hypocrisy's bad, okay? And they're a filthy fucking hypocrite, a known liar. They twisted the truth, tried to make fucking themselves sound like they're happy. I mean, I've got fucking screenshots of them basically saying, oh, I'm happier without you. Yeah, they're trying to convince themselves they're happier without me. Meanwhile, they're actually off themselves. What the fuck? Oh yeah, they're so happy with me, without me. And they're gonna say, you should do it. Fucking idiot. Like, I'm sorry, this is fucking hilarious. They're lying to themselves, and they're lying to me. And I think it's funny. Karma's coming back and biting them in the ass. So don't be surprised if they start talking shit about me. And they'll try to twist it. They'll try to make me look like the bad guy. But when you're genuine... Exactly, that's the whole point. They'll twist the truth and lie. Just like any hypocrite would. Typical hypocrisy. That should have been a red flag for me too, but I still stuck with the idiot. And then, gee, I wonder why the fuck people got on my ass so much. Instead of listening and using my brain, and I will say this, it was dumb of me to date them. Ever. So dumb. Like, I feel like a real major dumbass. Anyways. Step outside real quick. So you're gonna have to not mind the wind, it's just typical fucking windy day. Honestly though, I really fucking feel like I should have fucking left them a long time ago. Because the way they behaved, the way they basically treated me, and all that time I spent basically being patient with them, was wasted. 4 years of fucking a relationship wasted because they couldn't fucking handle the truth. Yeah, 4 years of a relationship wasted. Exactly. I mean, when I told him, I said, holding a grudge is toxic for you. I'm still gonna hold the grudge. Idiot! Fucking idiots! Like, genuinely fucking stupid. And they want to pretend like they're the victim of the situation? I am sorry, but what? You're gonna have to excuse me while I'm just kind of getting to the truck. I had to get some stuff out of it. It's just me. Are you fucking kidding me? That stupid door again. Ow, fuck. No. Okay, I'm gonna fix that. Let me get out there. Okay, got your bag.
Just put it right here. I'm kind of white.
Anyways, that's all I have to say on the matter. Gonna get something to eat. Probably some mac and cheese or something. And a bit of this and that. I'm getting something for lunch. What, I can't get something for lunch? God. That fucking hard to believe in Jesus. eating lunch, so just a heads up. Okay, now I'm done with lunch. I can basically continue on this, on what I basically was going to talk about. So, yeah, another thing that I fucking found out, right, is, okay, Mystic Claws username, if you're actually looking for their actual username, is Mystic_Claws on Discord. Like our sub username. Also, is dating a wolf furry jock, probably a zoophile, like them. And let's not forget, he might, if this guy actually does exist, he might be cheating on that fucking skank.
It would be funny, honestly.
I mean, most wolf furries, most wolf furries, and let me tell you something about wolf furries. Because I used to be one. I used to be a cheating hoe. But then I swore an oath of loyalty to this fucking loser. You know what? I wish I never swore that oath of loyalty. Wanna know why?
Why?
Because every damn time I turned around, they would berate and belittle me and treat me like shit. And whenever I threatened to leave, they would be like, oh, you don't care. You're a narcissist. Trying to basically gaslight me into believing that I was actually the narcissist for wanting to leave them. When they were the one gaslighting me the whole damn time. Yes, I told them to stay with me on multiple occasions, and I begged for them to stay with me. But honestly, it's going to take them 4 years to even get me to forgive them fully for all the shit they put me through. Then they want to basically play like they're the victim. Sorry, sugar tits. Derpy has come on calls on multiple occasions when they have been berating and belittling me over something stupid. Like really stupid. Like it's not my fault that they can't fucking handle earbuds and get ear pain.
Hey,
It's not my fault they have allergies to ears.
They actually got you on my ass multiple times when I had every right to be mad at Chrissy, rather the imposter.
Well, now we're just calling them Mystic Claws because that's what the fuck their name goes. That's what they're going by. And they're not going to be an adult, and they're not going to apologize, and they're not going to do anything about it because they never know when to fucking shut. They never know how to fucking adult. You know, they actually had a fight. You get this, right? And here's a bit of a funny backstory. A few months ago, when we were dating, well, engaged to be married. I shouldn't have fucking engaged. I shouldn't have ever proposed to them to begin with. Honest to fucking the gods. Worst mistake of my life. Fucking, if they had their computer, quit working on them, man. Their hard drive. Their external hard drive quit working. But it didn't even like quit working. It was just like it wasn't registering. So the dumbass had to uninstall it and reinstall it. Then shut the computer off so it could reinstall properly. And then it worked.
You mean the fact that they are so scared? Remember that one time that they got really scared just because of the update was taking longer than they thought it would?
Yeah, and it's like, they were panicking over it. I'm like, just calm down, it'll get done. It'll work just fine. It'll be just fine. I've done it before. It's not my first time that updates taking forever. And they were panicking. They're like, oh, I'll never be able to play Guild Wars 2 again. I'll never be able to play this game again. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? Calm the fuck down. Calm down. It's not the end of the world. Your computer's gonna be fine. It's just a little bit slow because it also has to account for the RAM in the software. You know, it has to recalibrate itself. These updates have to calibrate themselves properly. If they don't calibrate themselves properly, well, guess what's gonna happen? It's not gonna work at all. And they were freaking out over it. I'm just like, calm down. It ain't the end of the world. It'll fucking be fine. And then they say, oh, I don't cheer them up or calm them down. Yeah, and yet they're so miserable. They're so happy without me that they're fucking wanting to kill themselves. Tell me how that fucking works. Oh yeah, I'm so happy without you. I'm gonna kill myself because you're not on call. That's what they told Trevor. Like, legitimately. And then they get this. They told Trevor they had a nightmare about me. A nightmare about me, of all people. Then lied to my face on text, saying, oh, I never had a nightmare. I slept really well. Bullshit. That's not what I saw. That's not what I saw, sugar tits. Fucking seriously. You fucking think I'm stupid? Do you think I'm that stupid to believe their lies anymore? What a fucking maroon. What a fucking... It's like, what a fucking mook. I mean, honestly, I'm lucky. I'm gonna say something. They're a fucking goomba, not the Mario type of the Italian slur. I mean, come on, they totally really shit. They're fucking... I'm sorry, but it's just too funny. I'm having too much fun. And when they had weather issues, and I was calming them down, and it was like a 10-mile-an-hour wind. They thought, okay, like 25. I think there was like 25 kilometers equals like 10 miles an hour, or some shit like that. Right? Like, oh, it's a 25-kilometer-an-hour wind. It's a 10-mile-per-hour wind. It's not gonna fucking kill you. It's a light gust at best. Stupid brain there couldn't fucking figure out that it was a 10-mile-per-hour wind. It was light. I'm gonna check something real quick. I'll tell you exactly what fucking kilometer per hour it was.
Okay.
Because I'm gonna Google it real quick, because I gotta use... Okay, it was a 16 kilometer per hour wind. Almost a 17 kilometer per hour wind, we might as well say. And they were freaking out about a 10 mile per hour wind. A 16 kilometer per hour wind versus a, which is very light, might I add. And they were freaking out over it. And they deceived me multiple times with the hospital bit. And then they tried to tell Trevor to tell me, they told Trevor to tell me that they were dead. If they were really dead, yeah, maybe then. Maybe then I'd believe them. But to try to trick me into basically fucking panicking over them, nice try, jackass, but it's not gonna work. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Fool me a third time, yeah, I'm an absolute gullible goon, and I fell for this hospital bit 3 times. But I'll admit I was a gullible goon then. But they're trying to tell me they're dead. They think they're gonna fool me a 3rd time. I might have been gullible as shit and naive, falling for the hospital bit, but I ain't falling for the I'm dead bit. I'm sorry, but you can't just fucking make me feel guilty just because you can't handle the truth. That's not how reality works, sugar tits. In the real world, people realize that that's the dumbest thing you can do. I mean, I'm an idiot, but damn, not that much of an idiot. You know what I mean? And I'll admit it, I am sometimes an idiot, but, like, fuck. And those are my words, not theirs. And they want to call me obese. When no less than 95 pounds soaking wet. Literally. They're basically, I don't, and here's the funny part, but I'm like 245 pounds last I checked. But since I've been walking, I've probably lost at least 10 or 15 pounds. And of course, considering that I also have an older sister to deal with, so I'm having to work out, to basically be able to pick up my older sister, and plus I'm constantly moving about. there's a lot more muscle than there is fat. So I might be considered obese by the BMI standards, but muscle is more than fucking fat. And that's scientifically proven. I might look a little fluffy because of a slower metabolism, but I do tend to fucking be more active than they realize. Hell, I'm pretty much crawling over the hell. I go out back to the store almost every fucking day. Shopping, recap therapy. But yeah, I'm always walking around the store, even if it's a big area, hell, even if it's Walmart. And that's a fucking huge store. When I walk around, I don't just sit on a granny carton. And they get winded easily. Right? They go riding a bike, they come back, they're winded. Me, I'm not winded for like several hours. And they want to talk about me being, they want to talk about unhealthy? Excuse me? I go for a bike ride, probably the same distance, and come back, and I won't be winded, except for maybe like for 5 minutes. And they want to scream, I'm unhealthy? Yeah, Toothpick wants to fucking say that I'm unhealthy. But yet they're wheezing. Literally wheezing. And don't want to talk. And then they'll talk to their roommates, and they'll seem like they're fucking... I think they were lying to me when they were winded. Because they just didn't want to admit half the damn time that they were lying to me. But there are times when they'd just be wheezing for no reason. Yeah. I make the occasional odd noise. And that's because I'm also dealing with a lot of other shit. Like working out. But it's that dipshit doesn't acknowledge. No, I do push-ups, I do fucking sit-ups, I do fucking all that shit. I do crunches, fuck. I think I'm actually fucking lazy. Bullshit. Hell, I can't even sit still, honestly. So I'm always doing something, even if I'm walking in my own bed, for fuck's sake. Like I am right now. The only time I'm practically still is when I'm asleep. But even then, I toss and turn. Guess I have RLS. Restless Leg Syndrome. So yeah, I might eat quite a bit to make up for it, if I eat at all. I'm going to eat 1 or 2 square meals a day. Maybe 3 if I'm lucky. Maybe. Hell, just a few days ago, my dad was like, oh, you forgot, you ate all 3 meals every day. Bullshit. Because usually I eat lunch and then supper, that's it. Okay, I had a little bit of breakfast this morning, but that breakfast was technically a lunch item. So I'm just going to count that as lunch since it was already done. I don't really eat that much, and hell, if I do eat, it's probably like little bits here and there. I don't eat like a whole fucking lot. You think you eat a whole lot and be as scrawny as a twig?